Hello, friends and family on Facebook. I just got a thought for us this morning. Just reading through the Bible, through the book of Acts with my kids at the moment, which is awesome. By the way, being able to read the real Bible with your children is so cool. I'm out of that stage where I just have to read kids' Bibles. My goodness, the amount of years I spent reading these kind of fluffy, sentimental stories about Noah's Ark and kind of missing the point of what that actually says about God and his judgment and his mercy. But anyway, that's not the point. As long as you're reading the Bible and teaching the Bible to your children, that's important, and it represents the real Bible well. Anyway, in the book of Acts, I've never seen this before. I'm looking at these two characters, Silas and Barnabas, and both of them are these teammates of Paul. The one, Silas, is a prophet. Barnabas seems to be an apostle, but I think he's also very pastoral. He's like this pastor, as you read about his character. Anyway, two of them are these incredible partners to Paul with the very significant roles to play in the New Testament, in encouraging churches and traveling and all of that. But when did they actually get set on fire? When were they released? When did this ministry of theirs come into fruition? And with both of them, what you see is it's the moment that they leave home base and they get sent out by the apostles in Jerusalem. They get sent to go and take a letter. For Silas, he goes and takes the letter, the decision of the elders and the apostles in Jerusalem regarding how to handle the Gentile believers and what they should and shouldn't do, salvation by faith and not by works and all of that. So it's a huge mission that he's sent on to represent their voice. And Barnabas is similar. He gets sent into Antioch to go and check out what's going on with this new church that's just like sprung out of nowhere, that none of the apostles planted, that was just planted by a bunch of believers that are on fire for Jesus, and wherever they go, people just come to know the Lord. And so both of these guys, they get sent out of their local context, and it's in going out that something happens in them and they become these significant players in the rest of the book of Acts. And I think this is just really significant for us. In South Africa, we've come out of lockdown. We're finally able to travel freely. We're finally able to meet again, even though it's only in smaller groups. But oh my goodness, guys, do we need to remember that we need to get out of our local context, and that when we do, it's not just to go and encourage churches, but actually there's something God will do in us when we do that might change us forever, because something of his faith, something of the nations is imparted in us. We talk about neighborhoods and nations, and I wonder at the moment if it's not just, that we're getting stuck with only our neighborhoods, but rather getting stuck with only our navels. But actually God's called us to not just navels, but neighborhoods and nations, man. So let's get out of our local context. Let's allow God to use us. The gifts he's put on our lives, in my life, that those have been the moments where everything shifted, everything changed, where God took me out and used me and just broke open the big picture and said, Ryan, I've got a job for you to do in the nations, in churches around the world. Come on, let's trust him and let's go. Are you ready? Cool. That's my little story for today. Cheers. Have an awesome day. Bye.